Bright lights city, gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the USC Trojans return team will have that offense backed up. And as the game evolves in
this guy, you give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the...
He is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose it. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Bulldozes his way through. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
Offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on there right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out.
They'll try to run for it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to know he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there.
We'll put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really 43. He'll ride his man on the option. Nice, solid form tackle.
Always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad like it's something about.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. They'll try to move the chain. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
3rd and 1.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up real
time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability.
Giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but
He's going for the big play. He's got it at the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebel.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive.
When they need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Still running at the 4. Look Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Peterson.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot back for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover. He'll set up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass intercepted. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse.
They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup. These corners backing off a bit. Caught behind the line. It's Peterson. Open space at the 25. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the wideout. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the...
Need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to...
Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reach. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Well, that's the second in reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback defense is dialed in, and they'll know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
He will step out of bounds, but not before. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And you can forget running. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so quick.
Wants to fire on second down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Fires left. He makes a catch. And a nice grab with a defender right on him. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it is not...
To what the D is showing. He's going to pass. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
Throwing incompletions this early.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first. The aerial assault continues. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UNLV.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games.
Getting the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score it. Every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more serve get broken.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Fowler. He's out. Firing to the right, complete.
This is...
From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the catch on third down in the rarest of drops for this guy. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Let's drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had to be able to make this. They got to stop the bleeding right now.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got it up.
The entire country be wide open like that. You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
And the DB forcing the incomplete. Long coming up here. Now they'll run the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This offense has failed to keep this drive alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Now he'll throw back into the middle. Touchdown, Rebels! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here.
To go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working.
The more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Handoff from the shotgun. Running with power. And not much doing there as that defense runs it. Back to the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offense.
Back to throw, it's Childs. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Third and long situation.
What they see. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but
disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays.
Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, UNLV! He would not be denied.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play. More sense of urgency on this drive. It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Pulls it in. It's Moss. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them, funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
And he was able to get away. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Catch in the middle. It's Garrison. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. That throw and catch. Wants to go up top. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. Field shrinks. Tight end grows.
Big target the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
They bring him down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Copeland. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific from the gun, the ground game. Across the 25, he's got room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they final. Back to throw, it's Childs. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop.
On the run, it's Wall. Keeps the legs moving. And that's a very productive first down play. He's going to pass on second down. He's got the tight end. Up near the 40. Going up top on first down. Unloads it left. It's caught. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
And this one splits the uprights.
Feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
And this defense got it down to the 21. Scanning the field, it's Childs. And he intercepts it. Looking for more room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
And you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
They make the stop, but not on third and long. Try to convert through the air. Makes his connection. He gets it a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. And the Rebels will keep this drive going.
This field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up
those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down.
Trying play action. Got his man in the middle. He stops him at the 31, but not before. Off play action on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that one's incomplete. We're taking it from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Oh, big juke to get past. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot.
It's just ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Pollard, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Amen. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The play action fake. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the...
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. Dances away again. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Need 8 on 2nd down. Pockets, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been a big 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete to the left. Off he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had...
But they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move there. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. All kinds of running room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting false progression.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Coming after it. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were
very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. And the Trojans will send out the punting Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Meyer. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a line. The run from the shotgun. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Rebels will try to pin them back on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle, it's Moss. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is grabbed from their own 46. Catch in the middle, it's Meyer.
You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup coming up. On second down, he'll fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge to the air. It's Childs. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down in bounds. It doesn't get any better.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense, plenty of last.
After watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish. It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats?
Running back searching for a hole. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Rebels
throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Finds his tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard.
And give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's
throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Yeah, and this offense, listen.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That receiver wore that one. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, USC. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing.
And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside. Back to work. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field.
Here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Might be looking to run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And he's not. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Touchdown, UNLV! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game.
This drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one...
Oh, look out! The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, still a ways to go. Well, great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a...
From the gun, running back gets to give. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.